Hey, Nicole here, and this is our second day in Costa Rica, and I wanted to take the time to shoot a really quick video that talks a little bit about how I got started as a missionary wife and also in online marketing, which is the question I get asked all of the time, because those two usually don't go together. So the story starts way back in 2002 when I was expecting our second child. I was actually on bed rest with our second child, which is Rachel, who's now 16. And as I was on bed rest, I was surfing the internet and I stumbled across this little ebook that said how to start a Yahoo store. And it cost $50, and I thought, if I could just make an extra $200 a month, that would be huge. I would be able to go to Starbucks whenever I wanted, I'd be able to buy a dress every now and then, and maybe I'll have a little something to do and pass the time while I was waiting for baby number 2 to be born. And anyways, so I bought this little ebook about how to start a Yahoo store. It was by Andy Jenkins. And when I was reading the book, it was an ebook. There was no videos, there was no courses, just an ebook. And as I was reading the book, I was like, wow, this guy really doesn't know how to spell. The whole entire book was filled with spelling errors. And as I was going through the book, it was telling you how to create an Excel file. Back then, I did not even know what an Excel file was. And it was telling you how to upload the products to your website, how to use drop shippers. Drop shippers is a way that you can buy products from other companies and they'll store them in their warehouse and allow you to put them onto your website. And once you sell them, then they will actually charge you for those products. So it gives you a way to sell other people's products without investing in inventory. So as I was learning all of these things by reading this ebook, and it was a little intimidating. The ebook was very long. It was very detailed. It had everything you needed to know about how to run a business. It was his story about how he successfully built his business. And as I was reading this, I was thinking, man, if this guy who doesn't even know how to spell can launch a successful e-commerce store, well then I definitely can. It's not rocket science. Well, later on I figured out, I met Andy Jenkins, and he's actually brilliant and very smart, and if I had met him first, I probably wouldn't have been so inspired, but thankfully I was, because we did launch our e-commerce site back in 2002, and almost immediately we started to have about $3,000 a month per sales, which was huge because now I had my $200 of fun cash to go out to Starbucks and buy a dress every now and then. A few years later, I was actually at a conference and I was able to meet Andy Jenkins, and I told him this story about how it inspired me, and he told me that the reason why that the document had all the spelling errors is because that he actually had his document, his ebook, edited, but on the day that he launched that course, he uploaded the wrong files. So there was the file with the spelling errors, and then there was the one that was the edited version. I think there's another phrase like, you don't have to get it perfect, you just have to get it going. Yes, so that was by Ryan Levesque, one of my other mentors that I'm working with today. But I don't think that anything happened by chance. I mean, I'm nobody, but maybe God did that just for me so that it would inspire me and encourage me and say, hey, you don't have to have it all together. You don't have to have it perfect. You can just take the knowledge that you have now and move forward. And that it really inspired me a lot to think, back then in 2002, as I was in a third world country, living in Mexico, we had dial-up internet, and it inspired me a lot to think, well, if he can do it, I didn't know Andy at the time, but if he can do it, I can definitely do it too. And that's the message that I have for you today, is that if he can do it, you can too. You can too. If somebody else can do it, you can too. There is nothing that can stop you from having the same success. I would say that every single person watching this video today has more resources that are accessible to you today to launch an online business or to grow your online business than those of us had it way back in 2002. We were dealing with dial-up. So my question for you is, what is stopping you today from growing your business, or from starting a business, or deciding that you're going to take action and earn a few $100s extra on the side, because you definitely can do it. And I'm here to support you. If you'd like help, just leave a comment and I'll see how I can help you. Thanks.